Welcome to the Mystery Pathway.
Whispers in the dark urban legends and our fear of the unknown. The world is a tapestry of stories woven from the threads of our collective experiences. These stories are the essence of our cultures, our fears and our hopes, intricately connected to the human experience. Some are tales of joy, some of sorrow, and then there are those that send shivers down our spines and make us question the darkness just beyond our sight. These stories often emerge from the unknown, from the places we cannot see or understand. These are the urban legends, passed down through whispers and campfire tales, each retelling adding a layer of fear and fascination. They evolve with each telling, becoming more elaborate and more terrifying, capturing the imagination of each new listener. They are cautionary narratives, reminding us that even in the familiar there lurks the potential for unimaginable horror. These stories serve as warnings, teaching us to be cautious and aware of our surroundings, even in places we feel safe. One such story, a chilling tale that has haunted generations, is that of the babysitter and the man upstairs. This legend has been told in countless variations, each one more terrifying than the last, leaving an indelible mark on our collective psyche. The babysitter, a young woman named Sarah, pulled up to the familiar house, its silhouette stark against the twilight sky. The street was quiet, an almost unnatural stillness hanging in the air. She walked up the path, her footsteps echoing in the silence. Inside, the parents were preparing to leave for the evening.
The kids are asleep upstairs, and whatever you do, don't go up there.
The father, a tall, imposing figure, gave her last-minute instructions, his voice low and serious. His gaze was unwavering. As the hours ticked by, the house seemed to grow quieter, the silence almost deafening. Sarah found her thoughts returning to the forbidden upstairs, a place shrouded in mystery and unspoken secrets. What was it about that space that instilled such unease? The shadows seemed to dance with hidden fears. Was it the hushed tone the father used when he spoke of it, or the way his wife avoided her gaze? Her eyes filled with a mix of fear and sorrow. The silence of the house pressed in on her, amplifying the mystery and the weight of the unknown. Curiosity, a powerful and dangerous force, began to gnaw at the edges of her apprehension, urging her to uncover the truth. The more she tried to ignore it, the stronger it grew until it was almost unbearable.
Driven by an impulse I couldn't quite explain, a mix of fear and curiosity, I found myself at the foot of the stairs, the place where the unknown began. My hand trembling as I reached for the banister, the wood cold under my fingertips.
Sarah found herself at the foot of the stairs, the threshold to the unknown. Her hand trembling as she reached for the banister, the weight of her curiosity and dread almost too much to bear. Shadows and silence. The terror of anticipation. Each step up the stairs seemed to deepen the silence, her heart pounding against her ribs like a captive bird. The air grew heavy, thick with an unseen tension. The hallway was shrouded in darkness, the faint glow from downstairs barely penetrating the oppressive gloom.
As I moved cautiously forward, my senses on high alert, the shadows seemed to writhe and twist, taking on menacing shapes in my imagination.
The horrific discovery facing the unimaginable. At the end of the hall, a sliver of light spilled from a room at the far end. Driven by a morbid fascination, Sarah approached, her hand trembling as she pushed the door open.
The sight that greeted me sent a scream tearing from my throat, a primal shriek that echoed through the silent house.
In the room, bathed in the pale moonlight streaming through the window, was a figure. It stood next to the crib, its back to her, its head bent at an unnatural angle. The unseen scars living with the echoes of terror, the darkness that envelops the mind, the shadows that linger in the corners of one's thoughts, these are the unseen scars that many carry with them. Sarah never fully recovered from that night. The memories of that fateful evening replayed in her mind like a broken record, each time more vivid and terrifying than the last. The trauma, the raw terror, left an indelible mark on her psyche. It was as if a part of her soul had been etched with the horrors she had witnessed, a permanent reminder of the fragility of peace.
The image of the figure in the moonlight, the chilling realization of what I had stumbled upon, haunted my dreams. Every night, the same scene would play out, a relentless loop of fear and helplessness.
It was a stark reminder that the line between the ordinary and the horrifying can be terrifyingly thin. One moment life seems normal, and the next it is shattered by an unimaginable nightmare. The urban legend, once a story whispered around campfires, had become her reality, a chilling testament to the power of fear and the enduring allure of the unknown. The whispers of the past had come alive, turning her world into a living nightmare, a constant echo of terror that refused to fade away.